What's up, everybody? This is Void, and I'm going to be talking about my experience at MKLeo Saga. So, as you guys know, MKLeo Saga was only a one-day event, right? And because of that, you had doubles really early in the morning, then all of pools, then just bracket. But for me, since I didn't enter doubles, I got to arrive at the venue around noon, which gave me a lot of time for morning prep. I got to spectate doubles, which I honestly still really like watching doubles, and it was even better because Leo and Javi ended up losing to Zero and Nairo, so that was super fun to watch. Another thing that they added inside the venue is they have this food like bar in the back, and it's kind of isolated from the rest of the venue. You can't really like watch the games there, but they had a set of monitors on the wall, so you could literally watch both streams, even like the commentators too. It was so nice. It was amazing. So going into my own bracket run, in my pool, I had to face SS, who is K9's brother. He used to give me a lot of trouble when I first moved to SoCal, and he plays Villager and Cloud, but I've been progressively getting much better at the matchup. It was a very solid 2-0. I just got really early kills both of the games. It was really tough for him. And after that, I played the winner of Rido and Ned. And both of these guys beat me last time, and I wanted revenge. Rido somehow beat Ned 2-1. I hear Duck Hunt versus Cloud is a really tough matchup, so I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought I was going to have to fight Ned. But luckily, I did do VOD review with Korean and even Mr. R. And I talked to people at the venue. Thank you, Captain Zach, for giving me some advice on how to fight Duck Hunt. And even though he beat me at GTX, I ended up getting the W this time with a clean 2-0. And it was super funny. After the set, me and Rido were talking, and I was like, oh, Tanoshikata, which is like, oh, you know, that was fun. And Rido was like, Sugi wa katsu, which is, next time, I'll win. And I was like, I just laughed. I was like, dude, I love Rido. So I had about 2 hours until bracket starts. I ended up having to fight Lima, who beat Ken in his pool, which was really good on him. And I tried napping at home. It didn't really work out. So I went back to the venue, and I had to fight Lima. I ended up losing game 5, which kind of sucked. I feel like I had a really good winners bracket, but the first 2 games, I didn't feel like I was really like there. I kind of felt like I was playing, but I couldn't really get into the game. So after that, games 3 and 4, I actually adapted super hard, very good, strong games, and I was like, you know, like, this set should be mine. And even going into game 5, I had a really strong lead, but the specific way that I was SDIing that set would be like down and in. And Lima, he actually crazy hard punished me for doing that SDI, both stocks in game 5. And you know, most people would be like, oh my god, dude, like, you got bailed. And it's like, no. He adapted crazy hard to the point where it led to my stocks. So, mad props to Lima. That was a little disappointing of a loss, though. I had a good winners bracket, but I just had to keep looking forward. And unluckily, my first match in losers was Mr. R. And the Sheik Ditto is actually a really, really tough matchup. Especially, I would say, against myself versus Mr. R, that specific player-player matchup. We play the Sheik Ditto the most consistent out of any of the Sheiks I've ever played. We have essentially every aspect down to a T, and it's very hard for one person to adapt to the other because we're both just so good at the matchup. After losing 3-0, I finally understood what people meant when they're like, sometimes when Sheik puts you on the ledge, you just don't get to play the game. And to a lot of people, that'd be really frustrating, but since I'm the other best Sheik main, it was super exciting to me. I'm like, man, I really, really need to fuse with Mr. R so we can just become a beast. And when that day does come, we're going to be beating more people than just Zero. And Mr. R beat Zero immediately afterwards. Game 5, super close Dragon Ball Z moment. I could not believe it. Sadly, I couldn't watch the set live because I had headed out of the venue. But it's always nice to have somebody else that can inspire you with your own character. I think that's super cool. Overall, I had a lot of fun at Leo Saga. I was a little disappointed that Leo didn't end up winning. He made it to winners finals too. And the whole storyline led up to him fighting Tweak, even in the backstory. So I did wish that Leo could have won, but I was really glad that the Curse ended up winning, because if West Side Saga can't win their own saga, then I'm 100% for the Curse always winning. Thanks for watching, guys.